Come on, baby, come over. I really want you over. Do that dash in the river. I can't go on my Instagram live yet. I am going to end up having to touch my phone. Here we are. I can't go on my Instagram live yet. I am going to end up having to touch my phone. So Eric Bellinger's new album, The Bomb, and Leighton Green is nice too. I downloaded all of his songs and probably like 4 of hers. I was like, come on.
We got some shit. I fuck with it. You like it what you see?
Mm-hmm.
Got Brown right now. That's the one. He got that concert getting ready to come up too. That shit.
When?
October 11th.
Ooh, I want to be there. That's so soon. You know what? On the something-teenth, I think it's like the 15th or the 16th. You know what that's friend? Lauryn Hill and her.
Yo, welcome to the cool side of the pillow. It's your boy, the swim assassin with the passion, Big A.
Hey, it's your girl, you yummy yes dot. Goddess of Compton, baby.
I like the way that sounds. What's up, yummy S Dot? How you doing?
I am blessed. I'm so
good?
happy to be here with you today.
I'm happy you here. So let's be rocking tonight.
We here. We rocking. You see,
Yeah,
you know I'm the master of the skies. I'll be switching it up on, a little
Right.
different from last week.
Definitely. I see the flavor. It's spicy in here. I'm going to turn the AC on.
Little asymmetric situation.
Right.
Shout out to all the people in the 90s that inspired me. Salt and pepper and stuff.
Pussy good. Okay, I'm sorry about that, y'all. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in tonight, man. I'm glad y'all tuning in and messing with us. It's another week. How was your weekend? How was your week?
Oh my goodness. My week was great. My weekend was great. I mean, I couldn't ask for more, to be completely honest. I just feel like happy that things are just moving. It's always going on.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I ain't really trying to say where, but I signed a new lease for my new place.
Ooh, congrats.
Glory be to God.
Congrats.
So, yes, it's a lot of great things coming, abundance coming in. What about you? How'd your weekend and your week go?
My weekend was a little trash. I didn't do nothing. Well, I wouldn't even say trash because now I'm at that age where it's like
Trash
not
is good.
doing nothing. It's like
Good.
everything. Like I didn't do shit. I stayed at the crib. I took a whole bunch of naps.
Well, that's good.
That's
You
what
got
I'm
your
saying. It
peace.
was good.
You need
I had
that.
my peace. So, but you know, sometimes I was
Yeah.
kid free. I didn't have kids.
Oh,
So
you
like,
was missing the babies.
I was missing the babies. I was so lonely without them.
Shout out to the babies
Yeah,
with
shout out
his
to my
whole
kids.
entire face.
Facts. Hey, that's what they supposed to look like.
Yes,
They
Lord.
look just like me.
You
All
better
my
know.
kids better come out looking like me.
Okay, you
Like
better
they
know.
don't.
They look, my baby look like his dad, for
Facts.
sure, for sure.
Facts.
Shoot.
Yeah, but no, I didn't really do nothing, man. I just chilled, kicked it at the house, really enjoyed myself. I watched the fight. It was a good fight this weekend.
Okay, who was it?
It was your boy, Earl Spence Jr.
Okay.
And he got down. He fought for his crown
Okay.
against Sean Porter.
Okay.
It was a pretty dope fight. They really threw it, and they did what they had to do. I was not mad at the fight at all. I mean, Earl Spence, he deserved to win. He did what he had to do. He put his hands on him.
Okay.
Sean Porter put up a fight.
Put the balls.
I guess I respect
Well,
them
Sean,
two
he
brothers.
gave it a try.
He gave
it a try.
he gave it a good try. I mean, some people say he won, some people say the other dude won. So.
Well, see, that means he really gave it a try when it's like some people are saying
Yeah,
him too. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it be like, hands down, that nigga won. I don't care if you go for him.
Yeah, but no, it was a good fight. Everybody showed respect to both of the fighters, and they showed them love, and they let them know it was a pretty good fight. I was into it round to round. Like,
Okay.
So it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. But
Okay,
I
well,
was pretty
shout
much
out
all
to
weekend.
Earl
Yeah, facts.
Spence. Was it Earl Spence?
Earl Spence Jr.
Oh, shout out to Earl Spence Jr. for winning that fight.
Facts. Shout out to him for doing that.
Throwing it both.
Right. So what we gonna do? We gonna jump right into our topic of the night.
Yes.
I'm gonna give it to you.
Topic of the night.
Topic of the night.
Could you survive without social media?
Right, or better yet, can we return back to regular life
Oof.
if social media was shut down?
You know what? I feel like I know I could, because social media, although it's brought a lot of positive things into my life, it has
Right.
also brought a lot of negative things into my life.
That's true.
And I honestly feel as though if there was no more social media, there would be a lot less broken families.
Damn, you just gonna shoot straight for that one? But no, that's facts.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
because I
facts.
know a lot of people who they were cheaters, but
Right.
of course their wife didn't know there was a cheater, or their baby mother didn't know
Right.
they were a cheater.
Yeah.
But social media has made it to where you cannot deny that.
Right.
And so it's like,
So what you saying? Social media save a lot of niggas from doing
I mean,
or
I
they
don't.
keep it under wraps.
It would keep it under wraps. It would keep it under wraps
that good?
because it's. Look,
Right.
I'm not
Are we
saying that
thanking
it's
social media for the exposure of that, or
okay.
what are we saying?
So if we're honoring honesty, then
Yeah.
thank you, social media. But if we're not honoring honesty, if we're just talking
can we
about
at least have a moment of silence for the niggas that got caught? And,
they got caught?
yeah.
Moment of
Sorry.
silence
Sorry
for
again.
all
Not like
the
that. I'm
individuals who
not
were caught
supporting it. I'm not
via
supporting it. but
social
I mean,
media. Okay,
Yeah.
moment of silence,
okay,
right? Enough for those cheating ass niggas. Okay, so but all I'm saying is, if we're honoring honesty, then thank you, social media. If we are trying to root for, families staying together, then no social media is what I think is best, because back in the day, you can have someone in Inglewood, LA, Long Beach, Compton. You can have one person in each city surrounded, and nobody, look at me hitting the mic, nobody would know one thing about each other. But now, everybody's friends, cousins, bros, sis, woes, this, that, and all that. And so, that is what really I feel like social media did. I cannot stand the fact that maybe my ex from high school all of a sudden knows my ex from college. And then I see them now that I'm 30 and they're like BFFs, riding together in the same car, liking on each other's shit and in the same pictures. And I'm just looking like, how the hell?
Okay, not trying to put you on the spot or anything like that,
Sure.
but how does that make you feel when
I
you
don't-
have, like, you did some things with this guy and did some things with this guy,
You know what?
and you so happen to see him in the picture? What is that first shock like?
It's
what is
not
that?
really a shock. It's more of a giggle for me. I laugh because shit, it is what it is, and neither one of them are my man. And if they were my man, they didn't keep me, and clearly there was a reason for that. And so, shout out to whatever chick has them now, and good luck to her, and good luck to them, and but I don't feel the way at all. I can watch them
Right.
be friends and I'll walk up, hug both of them with a smile on my face. Like, I just want everybody to be happy in life and do good, and there is no initial shock for me because I don't give a damn. He ain't my man.
Right.
Neither one of them.
I'm just only asking because I know, speaking from the dude's standpoint, when we see
Yeah.
this shit, we be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't be caring.
Fuck.
I don't even be caring that they know each other, because whoever came along second, he knew I knew the first guy, if he already knew him. So if because I'm honest, I'm transparent, and I would never want for my man to get a surprise. So I never
Right.
give the bros the opportunity to tell you,
Right.
hey, she blah blah blah. No, I already let you know, and it was your choice whether to proceed forward.
Okay.
And I didn't give a fuck. That's why I proceeded forward.
Okay, so take away the bad stuff. Let's say as far as man and woman, like how would that? Because I don't think a lot of dudes can actually go and talk to a chick. The DMs would be taken away, all that. Do you think? Well, I would say I could stand up and hold my own.
I know I
I
can.
still be able to go talk to a woman and say what I gotta say and hopefully get the number or something like that. But I think a lot of people would probably drown. Like,
Put his mic away from
yeah, a lot of people probably drown as far as.
Well, yeah, I mean, they probably would, but what can we say? I mean, people are marks, and They don't feel confident enough with themselves.
Right.
What can I say? But you know, best friend, I always been the type of female who was bold. Like, I was the one walking up to him in the mall. If he was fine, I'll tell him, hey, I want you, and she wants your
You know, us
friend.
dudes, we really appreciate y'all that still do that.
Man.
It's hard to get some of those. Like, just know when we stepping out, we hoping we get one of
I
those.
mean,
And that
you
makes us feel
feel,
good.
and especially when you see a man who done put some effort into himself, like,
Yeah.
I walk up and let him know you look good, even if I'm not
Yeah.
trying to holler at him. Like,
Yeah.
just because he finds him, don't particularly mean that I'm interested in pursuing him.
Right.
I just might compliment him and tell him he look good, just like I'll compliment another queen and tell her, I love your hair, queen, or your color, or whatever, because it's important to compliment people these days. There's too many haters out here, and so I've always been the type to give compliments and so on and so forth. But I know that I'll be great. But you know what would be a benefit regarding the DMs? Look, if they were gone, ex-boyfriends, they'd be gone. Stay away forever. Like, they can't keep on like doubling back in your DMs and seeing what you're doing. They'll just have to wonder, like, you know. You know, like them exes be creeping back. They be trying to find their way back in there, like, hey, hi, who, all that and all that. So, you know, it'd be like, and then I don't like the fact that in the DMs you can see if they saw it. Like, I mean, I do, but I don't. You know, it's like, damn, I don't want to make them feel like, oh, I feel a way about them. But
do y'all think about that? Like, do you know that hurt the man a little bit?
when you look and don't respond,
oh,
you know
man,
what?
Like, come on.
You
Come
know
on,
what?
y'all.
But
Like, come on, ladies.
look,
Give us something.
some people need to be left on scene.
Right.
But because
I'm with it.
when you try to let them down gracefully and nicely, they do not receive that. And so, regarding me, I just don't receive that, the DM. So, I started just simply saying to people, I don't receive that.
Right.
Straight up. Like, so if they're saying, I miss
Also,
you,
that's an actual message.
I literally, even verbally, I started to tell people, I don't receive that. Even when it comes to energy, when people are coming at me foul, and that's not what I'm on. I'm having a happy day. You're having an angry day. What I say next is, I don't receive that.
Right.
And then I'll move on to the next thing, or I'll speak positivity on their life, even if they did speak negativity on my life, or I'll walk away.
Right.
Because that right there shuts down whatever was coming. But see, some people, they don't receive me saying, I don't receive that. And they'll keep going with the paragraphs and things. And I do not have time to read those because I'm too busy editing footage and, you know, being an entrepreneurial spirit as I am.
I feel you. Jeez.
What can I say?
Right, okay, let's take a involved in that. It was shut down the process of networking.
Okay. Yay. Yeah, but no, because I was out here. But I'm not gonna lie, social media did a lot for me because when my buzz began,
Right.
Bestie Crystal, shout out, but I can't answer right now. When I first started buzzing and stuff, it was during the jerk movement, and long story short is that, I'm sorry, charger fell. Okay, so long story short is that I actually popped off over MySpace.
Right.
MySpace was it for me, and I made a song with Buzzy on the Big Bitch, shout out, and it went kind of viral. And so I was just like, wow, I had no idea, and I felt so honored that all of these people were interested in what I had to say, even if it was provocative, like that they could relate. You know, I never thought nobody listened to Little Old B. You know, I just put my feelings out on wax or whatever.
See, my thing is, and my question is like, are people really willing to step out there and put that work in? Because I know before we had all this social media shit like this, I was doing parties. We was actually printing out flyers. We was
Passing out.
going, we was, you know, hand in hand. We was doing that. I don't really think that the people, just because we've been so baby so much by having this social media thing, I don't really think certain people would have that drive.
Well, look, I don't know. And then those would be, you know what, I think that would really show who, between the real and the fake, the real grinders and the motherfucking halfway steppers, because although I didn't know that I was a promoter when I was 15 and 16, I used to always be in Carson every weekend. Shout out to Leekwood and shout out to the Fam Bam. We had it popping off of Fleetwood and Termont, and we threw parties like every week. So I threw my Sweet 16 there, and there were people pulling up in taxi cabs to my Sweet 16. And it was a Rockaware party. That's how you know how long ago it was. Rockaware, it was it. Oh yes, I had on the Rockaware, sandals, Rockaware, everything, my little button up with Rockaware, all that. That's when I had the little blonde individual braids and all of that. And I actually went to like 4 different malls. I printed up the flyers, I made the flyers on the computer, and we passed them out. And I was walking up to the girls and telling them, hey, you're pretty, and letting them know that they needed to, you know, come to my party, and they came. And then the guys, hey, you're cute.
Right,
Could you come to my party?
Yeah, 'cause I remember doing it.
I did.
It was so much fun to actually be
It
out
was
there doing
much
that
more
shit, like, handing out
sincere.
flyers and I used to love doing that shit, but I can't say once the Instagram and all that shit took off, I did
It
take
was
a seat
more,
back
yeah,
at the same
like,
time.
oh.
So it did baby me as well, but I did, you know what I mean? Like, I still think I would still get out there and go hand in hand.
I
Like,
would,
as far as
definitely,
the
because even when social media was popping, like just AIM, like AOL Instant Messenger, I was handing out my CDs. I was printing out I was burning my own discs.
Right.
I was going to picnics and I was handing them out. And I had written every song down, 20 song track list on my CDs, one by one. Me and my friends, shout out to FIF and everybody who helped me write in that permanent marker on each and every CD and help me pass them out. I mean, until they were gone.
Yeah, can't. In a few minutes, can I get one of those shout outs? Because you've been busting the shout outs.
I mean, I'm sitting here with you. Shout out to my SCDA. We'll sign it up here on the show. I mean, I'm sorry that I didn't shout. You know, I didn't think I had to shout. I mean, I thought that my presence was enough of a shout out. Like, here I am. Here I am. Here I am. Okay. But my point is that I feel like if there was no social media regarding the promoters, the events, the artists, we would really see who really is a grinder and who really is not. A lot of these people who are around would not be around, and a lot of these people who are somebody would still be nobody.
So
Let's just be honest.
saying that, like as far as the social media influencers, like comedians and stuff like that, how really can they step out there and hit that road? Because back in the day, comedians was actually hitting the road, going places that we knew nothing about. Now it's just so easy that you know, they able to just post a little 30-second video and blow up, all that shut down.
You know what's crazy is that, you know, I'm a researcher and I'm a nerd secretly. I guess it's due to like my little bit of college that I had, but I just always look at videos and things like that, and I like to look at people's paths and so on and so forth. I see a lot of comedians speaking upon the shift regarding the comedians who are here now and who were here before. Like, they basically feel like they're not real comedians because of social media. They just have to make a gang of videos acting a fool, and then...
You know, some of that is right, because I've seen comedians saying that, oh, you can make a 30-second video, but can you stand up?
But can you stand up for 30 minutes and make a crowd laugh for 30 minutes straight? No, a lot of people can't, and some of the videos do not be funny. But because her mug is stamped and her wig is right and all of that, you know what I'm saying? She might be that one. Or he might be that one, you know, so we never know. And I just really, the social media thing regarding, you know, the music, you know, I'm not even going to go there because here I am, an artist, all these 13 years later in my career.
Talk about it.
Oh, you know, it's just a lot of things that it's like, if you were not so popular on social media, would you have a hit? Yes or no? And the answer to like 99% of these people is like, no, they cannot write a hit or a good verse, and they don't know about a clever hook or any type of catchiness. They don't know what a cadence is, melody, and they didn't know what BMI was until they got a manager.
Because you can think about it, if you take all that away, you know how many places would be flooded with rappers trying to get in the building and give out a tape and give out a CD.
You're right about that. You are right about that.
A lot of our artists that we listening to now, we might
We might never even
about
know.
it.
But you know what? That might have been something positive because, like, my son is older now, and so to me, he's listening to garbage.
Mhm.
The younger generation of rappers, like, not all of you guys,
Right.
but dang, whoever it is that is popping in middle school, sometimes I'm like, turn that off and put on
Right.
Nas. I can right now. I know I can. That's what I want you to listen to, King. Like, I'm sorry, Blueface, you're cute and everything, but I don't want my 11-year-old listening to you or dancing, doing the dance, the bust down Tatiana. You should see him. He even does like the eyebrow thing and licks
That's what they do.
his finger. Oh
That's what
my!
they do.
And he's
When I
cute
see the
too,
young-
so
when I
it's
see the
really
young kids
annoying.
doing
Like,
that,
sit down.
I think I'd be hyping when I see my nephews and stuff doing that. I'm
I
hyping
hate
like, go
that.
nephew,
See,
go.
slut.
That's
the inner
It's not
slut,
even that
inner
way
slut in you.
because I know it's all a lot of fun. Like those dances is all a lot of fun with the kids. Like it,
I understand
even
that.
though it's
Our dances
nasty and
was
it's foul, but it's like it's all a lot of fun.
I mean,
Like, they
our
don't really even
dances
know
were
what they're
nasty
doing.
and stuff too, but dang,
Yeah.
like we learned them through school and the
Word.
recreational
Yeah.
activities that we were involved in, like school dances or drill team or cheer or
Yeah.
you know, whatever it was that you were doing, the social parties. I don't know if everybody knows, but when I was younger, we used to have park dances that was cracking every week. When I was at
Yeah.
Enterprise Middle School, the Hemingway dances, the Mills dances,
Yeah.
the Del Amo Park dances. Oh yes, a lot of you didn't know. If you were in that thing, it was me shutting it down. Oh yes, it was. So you know, I still stay in contact with those individuals, but
Yeah.
it's like that's where we were learning how to dance amongst our peers, not off of a video that we saw on the
You
internet.
know that's what just hurts me on the inside because I'm a father and I got a daughter. And
Yeah.
she getting ready to go to
What?
big kids school.
What?
And it's like I gotta.
And what are these little
Like,
girls
I don't-
doing? What's the dance that they
I
do?
don't know.
They ain't busting it down Tatiana
No,
and doing the thing that my
no.
son do. Oh
Well,
no.
see, it actually changed. They're not really doing. They got like the the little
Oh.
hippie dance, like the whoa.
Oh.
Like,
Oh.
Well, that's from what I
Well,
see.
you know, that's
like,
just
from-
one
you know,
of them
that's what
because
my
we
daughter
can't
always
forget
showed
what was
me,
going
yeah.
on when Tommy the Clown was out. You know, we
Yeah.
was
Oh.
crump dancing
Yeah. I
and
tried
everything,
it.
but
I
you
tried
already
it.
knew. You knew what time it was.
Yeah.
See? So what? You
Yeah,
better.
that's why I say. That's why I just think of.
What?
Yeah.
My son is in middle school, so how you think I feel? I'm crying a river every day, deep down inside, in my heart, not outside.
Right. For real. Okay, before we end it, let's talk about some of the memories that we'll have. That we wouldn't have.
If it wasn't for social media,
Yeah.
all of the ENT days,
That's
the
what I'm saying.
picnics. I miss the picnics. All of those people coming together, uniting. I would take my baby. I used to
Right.
take my baby to the picnics. I have always just had him glued to my hip, and even when he was 2, pass him around to the home girls. I knew that he was straight. You know, they love, oh, he's so cute. But I really love the what's the word I'm looking for? The fellowship of it all.
Yeah.
When we would come together and we would eat and we would listen to music and we would have a good time.
All off of one flyer. that
All
was
off
posted
of
on
one
AIM.
flyer.
It was that's
Off
all
of
we had.
AIM.
Put it in
AIM.
that away message.
We didn't even have
Everybody
a
knew where it was
freaking
at.
picture or
Yeah.
nothing. It just was like, hey, come here. And so we came.
Right.
And it was, you know, popping. So shout out to all the people who were involved in those ENT days. They were popping. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Maybe a little too
Way too popular. That's a fact. And then we can even say about as far as the beefs, the people we lost because of social media. So much shit that done went down because of social media.
I feel like social media regarding the negativity,
Right.
dang, the location,
Right.
people letting other people know where they're at. When gang banging in LA is really real, you know, LA County I'm referring to, not just the city of LA, but
It's all
like just
around.
posting, hey, we're here, and then the next thing you know, pop, pop, pop,
It's
like
like-
dang, like, you know, I mean, who goes to house parties anymore? No one. We know better than that.
Right.
And we
No.
know we don't really do kickbacks anymore and stuff like, remember kickbacks
I
used to be
remember kickbacks,
cracking
and you
and
said
it
it.
wasn't even that many people there, but they ended up getting turned up because one person would post where they were and oh, so and so's here, and then his enemy saw that, and you know, so negatives and positives regarding social media, you know. And then I think about like people and their personalities, the lack of character that they possess, and the lack of, I feel like it's less people worried about their soul. They just worried about what other people think.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to look like this and all that. But it's like, I feel like people don't like to read because of social media as well. They just want to look at pictures, videos. It's visual.
Yeah.
It's visual. That's why they don't really care about what the songs are saying.
Captions. They don't read captions.
They're not reading the captions.
It's straight to the pick.
Straight to the pick.
Mm-hmm.
And then they might read the captions based off of how they feel like you look. But remember, even when we just had AIM, they had to read your away message to know where you are or what you were saying or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah.
No, that's true. That's another tough one.
Yes.
Social media is a gift and a curse.
A gift and a curse. So what is it? What's one thing that is a memory of yours, a positive memory of yours regarding social media?
The only thing I could really say was the partying days when I was throwing parties.
Well, you was getting money though.
Yeah, I was getting money too, but I actually enjoyed it because it brought all my friends together. Like we rolled out as a crew.
Different walks of life, huh?
Like I met so many people throughout it, throwing all these parties and. You know what I mean? Bonds I done built with people, relationships, you know what I mean? All that stuff. That was a good time.
Yeah.
That was a real good time.
I agree with that.
I miss it. It was a good time.
What do you think about like back in the day or even now, like if you know somebody's throwing a certain thing and they might be your friend, but they might be affiliated with someone else who you aren't too fond of?
Right.
Then would you go to that event still with that individual that you're not too fond of, or what? I like the fact that we at least have the option. Instead of going there, if we didn't have social media, we would go there and be surprised that so-and-so was there, you know?
No, that's real. All right. I guess we'll jump off that for a second.
Jump off of it.
But before we take a break, we'll have another special guest coming in as soon as we come back from break. Founder, CEO.
Yes.
Of Children Striving Together.
Yes. Whoop, whoop.
She will be in the building, Miss Christy Jennings.
Shout out, Christy.
Shout out to you. We'll see her in a minute.
I saw you last Saturday cleaning up the city, girl. Activism. Hi, I love you too. Okay, look at my homeboy. I'd rather talk to people in person. Hey, cousin.
That's what I'm saying.
I love you too. Hey, Bill, all the way from Austria, my Australian cousin. Hey, baby.
Is this chair good right here?
Shout out to my cousin. Shout out to my cousin, Belinda. All the way from Austria. I love you so much. You are everything to me. And when we're off this break, I'll be sure to shout you out again. Because that's a big deal for somebody way in Australia to be watching the Hub Radio right now. Hello. That's what I'm talking about. She said give her a shout out so her work people can see. Hell yeah. That's my seat.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Woke up with a mission, man, and it was my mission, for the children out here in Los Angeles, and it turned into all this, man, which is amazing. So all praises be due to Allah, and we just gonna keep pushing, man.
So wait.
Cleanup Man. We provide professional, affordable, dependable services from carpet cleaning and upholstery to flooring, 7 days a week, same day or by appointment. So call, text, or message 562-279-6488 for service as good as advertised.
Okay, so what now? You gonna do what?
I'm gonna put out a music video and I'm gonna reveal my hair. I'm gonna start off all the.
Love is a weapon, love is a cure, it's an addiction that most can't ignore. We crave it, we need it, we feel it, we mean it. When I leave them, no
Think I'm superficial like everybody else, and then they'll understand that I'm a real soul sister. You know what I'm saying? But my Facebook people know because y'all my family.
Yeah, we know.
Hey! Oh my gosh! Hello. Hi, boo-boos. to be confident in their natural
With
self.
every
And
moist,
so that's
mouth-watering
really one
bite,
of the reasons
you
why
will
I
be
decided
smacking
to
your
block
lips by the
my
time you are
hair. Besides
finished.
the fact that I want
Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram
So
at
this
Lip
is like
Smacking
my
Cupcakes.
third year growing my locks.
So
So that's why they look raggedy and baggedy right now, because I'm
They
just
don't look
letting
like
them
'cause
be.
we can't see them.
Well,
So.
of course.
Worldwide study proves that U.S. schools are drastically far behind other countries.
I just struggle with my kids day in and day out. They have such a hard time with multiplication. I need a program that works.
Multiplication is probably the most difficult subject for my kids.
The United States is not doing well in the classroom. We have no one to blame but ourselves.
This generation needs something a little more innovative. We're either going to have to compete and work harder and do the things we need to do, or we're going to be left out in the world.
Let's multiply, multiply, let's multiply, 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 multiply. Learn our 1, 2s, and 3s. Multiply, 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 multiply. Learn our 1, 2s, and 3s. I'm on the block, hey, let's have some fun. Let's multiply, let's get it. 1 times 1 is 1. Rolling with the whiz. Let's study every day. Stick with it, handle your business. Let's multiply, let's multiply, multiply.
Hub City Dre, man. The Hub Radio, we are on our way to Centennial High School, man, to teach, got 400 men coming together to teach all the boys in the high school how to tie a tie properly. Just kind of giving back to the city, man. Just trying to get the kids, the boys ready for real world.
It's a different type of thing going on. Like, Hub Radio.
I put out the call. Thank you guys for answering the call. All righty. What we have here simply is we're going to teach the young men how to tie ties. Okay? We have the young men, percent of the young men may be from foster care. Okay? So if we have 400, we're going to have about 120 of them from foster care that have never had a man in their life. Okay? Some young men may not have even had a father in their life. So this may be the very first time they have interaction with a man.
Hub City Dre, man, from the Hub Radio. We are out here at Centennial High School, man. We are about to teach these young men how to tie ties. We got a whole bunch of men coming out here to support. The sheriff department is there, holding it down, man. Students, staff, everybody here. We're just going to have a good time, man, and hold it down for the men in the city.
Amen.
You know,
Church.
go to my Dropbox. I never sent nothing
Y'all
on
do this
Dropbox
together?
before. Well, this is his show. This is his show. But he asked me to come. I'm like, sure I will.
Yeah, I needed some help. I was gonna be up here by myself. I had to hit my girl.
I told him, come on, best friend. You already know I talk a lot. Just come on. You know, I got you.
you guys are best friends?
Secretly.
Are you going somewhere nice? You know how to knot up.
Hub Radio.
Whew. All these
Cell Shade Shop is an online boutique located in South Los Angeles, specializing in trendy eyewear fashion for men and women, as well as coordinating cell phone cases and accessories. Cell Shade services the community with chic sunglasses and cases through our online shop. For trendy eyewear and cell phone accessories at affordable prices, log on to www.cellshadeshop.com and follow us on Instagram at cellshadeshop.
Okay, God has a plan, and here I am. Okay. Let me go back to what
I'm coming back.
You want to give me your phone number?
Yo, welcome back to the Cool Side of the Pillow. It's your boy Big A, of course.
And it's your girl, Yummy as that goddess of Compton, baby.
We have a special guest tonight. Lovely, beautiful, founder, CEO of Children Striving Together.
Yes.
Miss Christy Jennings. How you doing?
Thank you. I am great. How are you guys?
So happy that you're here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Right. Thank you for coming, for sure.
Thank you.
How was your week? We'd like to ask
Let's
everybody
see, my
that.
week. Well, it's Tuesday. So
Last week.
Okay, last
We
week.
ran it
Last
all
week
the way-
was
all the way till
good.
Tuesday. Roll it all up.
Last week was good. I was busy selling gala tickets.
Okay.
We're gonna get into that.
And
We'll get
doing
into that.
cleanups.
Yes. Doing
Yes.
those cleanup.
Community work.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was a good week.
That's good. All right.
Okay.
So what we gonna do? We gonna backtrack and we gonna really get into you.
Okay.
Let's talk about your background.
Lay it on me.
Who is Christy?
Who is Christy? Christy is a young, inspiring, motivated,
Okay.
passionate young lady from Compton.
Yes, Lord.
Okay. Born and raised. Not like from LA and then
Okay.
came to Compton and then went to Downey
Official.
and then I'm from Compton. No, I'm from Compton.
You Southern?
You
You
know?
Southern right now?
It's okay, because I
I'm just
wasn't
saying.
born, but
What
I
you
was
doing right
raised
now? How you
studying.
coming in?
Period.
I went to St. Albert,
Mhm.
Okay.
then King Drew.
Okay.
I was there from K through 8, so it wasn't no
Okay,
enterprise.
go in.
Yeah, then King Drew,
Yeah,
then
St.
Cal
Albert
State
was
Long Beach.
Okay.
So,
Shout
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
You
so,
know Adrian Vasquez?
Adrian Vasquez. That
That's
name
my
sounds
dog. She
familiar.
was my best friend in 7th grade. Shout out to AB3, the baller.
It sounds familiar. Maybe I can see a picture. But yeah.
She went to see high.
So yeah, graduated, all that good stuff, and then I started my nonprofit, Children Striving Together.
Okay, let's talk about it.
So I started that in March of 2013, March
Okay.
18th of 2013.
Okay.
I had the idea because I was always volunteering for different places and different organizations and
Right, I seen
things like that.
I read as far as Big Brother and Big Sister.
Yes,
right?
Big Brother and Big Sister. I was a big sis.
Awesome.
So
Wait,
yeah.
talk about that a little bit. As
Yeah,
far as
how did
earlier.
how did you like that?
I liked it actually. I've always wanted to like just help. Like I know that that's my passion. I don't feel it anymore. Like I know that that's actually my passion.
Your purpose.
So and my purpose, my passion, my purpose, my everything.
Okay.
So I just decided one day like let me just see where I could volunteer at. So that was the first place. They paired me with this little girl. She was amazing. I had her for 1 year. But
when you say had her, is it like a certain time that y'all?
yeah, so basically how they do it there is you check in monthly, you see your kid monthly or bi-weekly. You set that up with the parent, however you want to do it, but you have to commit at least 4 hours, and then every month this lady or the person that's over you will call you, say, hey, how was your visit with so and so? How did it go? What did you notice about this? What did you like? What did you dislike? Things like that. But so then after a year, you have to they match you for a year. It takes them sometimes 6 to 8 months. It just depends because you just never know. They want to make sure you're the perfect match. So after that, after the year, they asked if you want to have your child again. Of course, I did, but she was going to the 9th grade.
Right.
She was going to high school, so now she's like, nah, I'm not
Yeah,
trying to do that no more. I'm a grown up now. Like that's
when
that's
she
for little
needed you.
kids.
That's when she really needed you too.
Yeah, so I didn't have her anymore. So then after that, I'm like, well, I'm not done volunteering. What am I gonna do now?
Right.
So I actually went to this company called Aviva. They're located in Hollywood. So basically, it's a residential home for girls ages 15 to 18. So basically, they get in trouble with the law. So instead of sending them to juvenile hall, they send them to this residential home. They have to be there at least 6 months, no more than 18 months. And they go to school, they have to get themselves together. So I would go there and volunteer on Wednesdays at 7 o'clock. We would do different activities, social skills. We did walks. You meet all kinds of girls. The thing about it is, it was the hardest thing for me because these girls are not just girls that want to be there. For one, for two, they don't want to talk to you because they feel like you just the next volunteer that's coming in that's gonna leave tomorrow and I'm not gonna see you again. Just like my mom, just like my adopted parents, just like my foster parents. That's how they feel. So they don't want to open up. So when you get somebody that opens up, it's like hallelujah. It's amazing. But the thing is, I had to stop there because they changed directors, and now the residential program is not there anymore. They have something else there that's not as good. So from there, I'm like, you know what? I'm about to start my own. Like, what can I do to implement all the things? And then I think about my childhood, like to go back a little bit, my childhood. So I was raised by my grandparents and my aunt. So that's who raised me. My mom was on drugs. Hey, mama, if you listening, I'm telling our story. Yes, she was on drugs until I was about, I want to say, maybe like 6-7 years ago. Maybe was when she kind of got off. But my grandparents raised me and my 2 sisters. I'm the oldest of 3. And so they put me in Catholic school. St. Albert because they probably felt. Well, I feel they felt it was best because they looked at how they raised their children.
It would have been best.
Yeah, and so that they did that, and they did a great job. I mean, I didn't have Jordans and the best clothes, and I didn't go shopping all the time because they just didn't have it. But they provided. I got everything. I went to all the field trips. My aunt took me to all the amusement parks and things that my grandparents wouldn't do. So because of them, it's like I knew that I had a great childhood. Like Christmas, I always was having a bike under there, something big every year. Something big was under there. If it's a bike, a PlayStation, even though that wasn't me, that was my sister. She was a tomboy.
But I know you played.
I mean, I tried, but it wasn't that. I did the Nintendo thing. Then after that, I graduated and I didn't want to play no more. But yeah, so go in the cartridges, all that good stuff.
So you was lightheaded.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I did that, and it just. It instilled a lot of great things in me. I was in church. I was involved in everything. I played the piano. I'm not rusty, but played the piano. I was in the choir. Usher.
Choir and usher. Yes.
I know. I need some lessons though because
you hit the nerve right there.
I'm a lot rusty. That's been a long time. But they did that. They did all those things for me. My mom, when she was younger, she was in movies. Wow. She was a model. She did all these great things, but then she met the wrong person, and how that happened. Yeah. So anyway, so from there, I'm like, I have to be this great kid, even though we all do whatever we do. But they did the best, and so. Now I have a nonprofit. I dedicate it to them. I love older people, elderly people. I have a loving for them because of my grandparents, and they're not here anymore. My grandfather passed away in 2016. My grandmother 2015. But me and my grandpa was like best friends. Like, so when that happened, it was like it was hurtful. It was a lot of things, but I couldn't even mourn because of the family. How that go. But other than that, I know that he's, watching over me. They both watching over me.
Smiling right now.
Yeah, they are. And so this nonprofit, I started it in 2013. The crazy part about it is I said, you know what, I'm going to start my own thing. So that's what I decided to do. And when I decided it, I came up with so many names, but what I came up with was youth striving together, right? But then when I did my paperwork, I forgot I came up with that. And I wrote children, right? So that's how it went. So I reached out to the people that are my board members. I still have 2 board members that's been my board members since day one. That's Kelly and Nikki. Shout out to them.
Kelly and Nikki.
Yes, they've been there since day one. So as I put it all together, I never say it's my nonprofit. If you ever hear me talking, you'll never hear me say my. I always say our or we or something like that because it's not mine. Yeah, it's not just mine. Like I had the idea and then we all came together. But my grandfather was looking at the name and it's CST, so Children Striving Together. So he was like, I know how you got that name. And I'm like, how? And this is something I didn't even notice. This was like maybe a year or 2 in. I didn't even notice this. He was like, so I see these 3 little people, because if you look at the logo, it's 3 little people. So like, I see these 3 little people that must stand for Christy, Sabrina, and Taylor. And I'm like, and those are my sisters in order. Like I'm the oldest, Sabrina's the middle, then Taylor's the baby. And I'm like, this name was meant to be.
That was divine.
Because I didn't even think of that. And it's like in order, in our order, the way we are. And I'm like, wow, granddaddy, I'm like, that's pretty dope. Now, that's part of my story because he helped me find something in it that I didn't even notice.
That's so awesome. And then for you to just have that with you.
I know, right? So it's like, that's why CST, like no matter what goes on, no matter what happens, like it's never going to die.
Never.
Because it's hard. First of all, having a nonprofit is not easy. Yeah, that's the first thing.
Tell me about it, because I'm interested.
Yes.
Yeah, speaking. Let's talk about some of the obstacles, because
my God,
everybody see the glitz
of having a
nonprofit
organization.
Yeah.
The obstacles are, for one, money. That is the first obstacle because a nonprofit. It's a nonprofit. So people think, oh, you have a nonprofit, you can't get paid. Well, that's not true because there's so many companies that people work for you get paid from. Right. Because you have that inside of your budget. This is how much for personnel, administrative, yada, yada. So, but is Christy getting paid? No. Christy has not gotten paid for anything in 6 years. Right. I have not received not one check that has went into my pocket to pay my bills, not one. So everything has gone into the organization. So that's the obstacle because you're trying to write grants. Because I did become a certified grant writer in 2017 at Cal State Dominguez.
Oh, girl.
So I can write grants. I can write something, but that don't mean I'm gonna get approved. I can be the best writer, and somebody could write one word better than me, and they'll get it over me.
Yeah.
And now the nonprofit, when I first started, I think it was that I can count that I could think of. It was maybe 5 to 10 nonprofits that I knew about.
Yeah.
Now I know about 50 or 60 nonprofits, just like in the city or surrounding areas. You know what I mean? So it's harder. Like the grantors, they are getting a little more complicated. The requirements are getting harder. So that's one major setback for me, and it's a setback for me or obstacle for me because all of the stuff I do is free. I don't charge for any of my services. Nothing we charge for. Nothing. Not one thing. We don't charge for anything. The only thing that we started this year was a membership program. $20 for the year though. You go on 4 field trips. You get free tutoring. You get all these things that $20 honestly it didn't do anything. It just didn't do anything for us. But it just kept
Paper in the printer.
Yeah, and the consistency kind of. But then even with that, it still don't keep consistency. But yeah, so that's an obstacle. And then like finding space. That was the hardest obstacle. Like I told you, this is year 6. We've been doing things in Compton, of course, but the first 2 years we weren't because Compton wasn't so receptive to what we were doing.
Right.
And maybe I just wasn't talking to the right people. That could be that. But it wasn't until year 3 that we actually was able to do things in Compton. We were first at Kelly Park, and we were there for 2 years, 2 or 3 years, and then starting in January of this year, we're now at the Dollar High.
Okay.
So we're there every first and third Saturdays from 11 to 1.
Okay.
So
talk about some of those programs that you have.
So the main one is our enrichment program. So people say, what's enrichment? Because enrichment can be anything, but it's social skills, it's social activities, it's the things that you used to get in school back in the day, but most of us don't know about that. Because I'm 33 and I never had those type of things. I didn't have home economics, wood shop, all those kind of things that people had back in the day to get a trade.
Yeah.
That's not in schools now. So we bring the enrichments, we bring all kinds of enrichments. So we'll do something for public speaking. We'll do like a sip and paint for the kids, of course, so they can get their artistic. We'll do like a scavenger hunt to get them to think. We'll do team building exercises. So whatever it is that we could do that'll enrich them and whatever's happening in the month, we kind of try to keep, like we've been to the beach every April to do the beach cleanup. And they like it, but they learn from it. So enrichments. And then another program is tutoring, of course. So we do the tutoring. I do the tutoring. I'm looking for tutors, so if tutors want to volunteer, let me know. But, I'm tutoring because I have a lot of kids that want to be tutored, but I'm only one person, so it's only so much I can do.
Yeah.
So tutoring, on whatever days works out for the parents, we fix that to work with them. And then mentoring. So I have a couple of mentors. JB, I know everybody knows our JB. She's one of she is in the building in the background. You can't see her, but she's there. But yeah, she's one of my mentors. I have a few other mentors. Asia. I'm not gonna name all of them, but I have mentors and they do the outings. So I kind of took what I learned from Big Brother, Big Sister, and all that, and the Viva and all of that, and implemented it into my own. So mentoring, and then we do the annual events. So we're always doing back to school giveaway, the toy giveaway. We do a June event, which is a day in the park. That's like setting us up for summer. So that's the first thing to kick off summer. And now certain events that I would do on my own, because the last thing I want to be is selfish.
Right.
So what I do now is if I can partner with somebody that's gonna make more sense, that's what I do. Right. So for my Christmas event now, we no longer do CSTs, whatever number toy giveaway.
Yeah.
We just team up with whoever. So last year we teamed up with the Hub Radio.
Awesome.
And we did the after party.
You did that, the concert and everything.
So we did the back to school. We did the toy giveaway part.
Okay.
So the toys and the shoes and all of that, we did that part of it. And then he did the other part of it.
Okay.
But it brought everybody together because you get your stuff and then you go enjoy the event. Right. So now it works. We brought over 2,000 people to that event, and alone I would probably be bringing 400 to 500 people, or maybe 6. So to increase those numbers, it made sense. So of course we're gonna do that again this year. So that event we team up, and then the back to school giveaway, I teamed up with 2 organizations this year. Our Place Healing Hearts, which I'm actually on that board. So I teamed up with them, and then Children of Deceased Parents, which we teamed up. And we gave away 700 backpacks with school supplies.
You go, girl.
So yeah, I'm always.
A lot of people don't know about
Yeah, they don't.
that.
I'm about the whole partnership.
Without a dime in your pocket.
A dime.
Come on, humble spirit.
Hey,
come on, someone following their true purpose.
Yeah, I have
and
to. I can't
you
stop.
better know that God, Allah, Buddha, whoever it is that you believe
God.
in.
Right.
Me too. Thank you. But you know, I don't judge.
Yes, of course not.
But you better know that he sees that, or she sees that. Some believe that God is a woman as well.
This is
true. You know, and you better know that it will come back around for you paying it forward in that way. That is just so inspirational to me. Girl, it got me all warm in the heart.
I know, right? I'm all hot now.
I dropped my fan on the floor. I'm like, woo! I was already hot trying to sit here in this leather.
Right. Let's talk about the kids.
The kids. All right. What you want to know about them?
How are they accepting the program? How is it helping them? What's the impact on them?
I think, to be honest, I think that it definitely impacts the children, the teens. I think that they enjoy it. But what I think that lacks is that it's not enough consistent parents allowing their children to be a part of the program to actually obtain all of the things they need. We get those kids that will come every week, every other week, and then you get those kids that the parents want to go, but the parent won't bring them. Right. But then I get those kids that'll be like, Miss Christie, look at my report card. This is what I got. Or I get the mom sending me an email or something saying this and that about how their kid did or how their kid is improving. So I think that the impact is there. Is it like impactful, like where I can see it in masses? I don't see that. What I do see is the impact when we have events, annual events. Yeah. But I almost don't count those. No. Because although we are giving back to the community, they coming out because it's something free. Yeah. That's really why they coming out. Oh, something free, you gonna get this, let me go. But I do have a couple of people that do come to the events all the time and they say, oh my God, Miss Christie, I'm so glad that you're doing this and I'm such a supporter and I'm this and that. But I don't know, I can't say how many people that is. So when I feel that the impact will really, really be measured to the extent that I want to see is when my numbers increase on Saturdays with those kids, when I have the one on those bases. The big events, no. Yeah, just bring your kids. It's free. Go to the mall for 2 hours. Or go have breakfast. Wash your car. Go to sleep. Go back to sleep. Whatever you want to do.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. It really is hard to get parents to be involved. I understand that you work hard. I understand you're a single mom or whatever the case is, but it's like, do you want your child to have opportunities you didn't have or not? Right. At the end of the day, why would you deprive your child of that because you're going to miss 15 minutes, 30 minutes to drive them up the street? Right.
And it's a helping thing. Like I always say, when it comes to the kids or the teens, you know, it's not the fact that some of these parents are single parents. Some of them are married. Wow. Some of them have 2 jobs. Some of them have
they have
3 jobs. They have all kinds of things in school. So it's not to say you are not capable. Yeah. You are capable, but why not take the help if it's there?
We all make time for the things that we want to make time for at the end of the day, though. Yeah. So it's like, if you have time for the night out with the boys that you take, Dad, then you have time to drop off little
Timmy.
No Timmy. No JoJo.
Timmy.
Because I was about to say Shanice.
Yeah, because if you put a celebrity,
like such a stereotype.
If you put a celebrity on whatever event,
then they on their way. They on their way.
Because mama coming to see the celebrity. They don't care about what your baby's trying to do.
And since you said the word event, you got a big event coming up.
I do.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. So, it is our only fundraising. I don't use the word fundraising because it's not about, it's about it, but we do it in a fun way. So it's our FUN raising. So it's our only fundraising event. So it's the 3rd annual Black Tie Masquerade Gala. It came up because we do it in October. So we thought about Halloween.
Be a party.
And I was like, well, this isn't going to be a Halloween party. Like, no. But it's going to be a gala. And then we're going to make it Black Tie Masquerade because I thought about masks and the Halloween thing. So it's formal. You dress up really, really nice. The event is at the Dollar High. The first year we did it in Long Beach. Beach because it was hard to get us to get it in Compton. But last year it was at the Dollar High. This year is at the Dollar High. It's from 6 to 10 p.m. Hosted by JB.
Okay.
You know,
is in the bit.
yeah, she hosts all my stuff.
JB.
All my stuff. She definitely hosts
Right.
it. And you know, it includes, the ticket is $50. We've had so many sales. It started at $30. That was pre-sale. Now it's at $50. It's not going up again though. It's just $50.
Right.
$50 for adults, $20 for children. If you're over the age of 5 and under, you can come for free because they be playing with their food.
Yeah,
but
of course.
over than that,
6 to 10 though. Like,
yeah, they you know, so that's the fee. And then so we have like it is gonna be a open bar. Because of the licensing and all that kind of stuff, we can't technically sell liquor.
Yeah.
So we won't be selling anything, but there will be a tip jar, you know, to tip the bartender. And it's
Please
gonna
don't
be
be
fun.
stingy.
Yeah, don't be stingy. Yeah, so it's a fundraising event. So even though people are buying tickets to the event, that does not mean that we're not trying to raise money that day. We still are trying to raise money. We still want people to open their checkbooks, come out, party, have a fun time. Like I said, we have food. Yeah, like just
crack that
do what the people do when you go to Beverly Hills and all of that. You know what I mean? They raising thousands at these types of events, and you know, so it's a struggle. Like right now, we have about 15 tickets left. So people say, "Ooh,
And where can
15.
they find the tickets?
Yeah. So you can, if you follow my page, either my personal page, Christy_CEO, or Children Striving Together, there's a link in the bio. So you can do that. Or you can Cash App CST Compton. All you do is put your email in the memo, and then I send the confirmation.
Awesome.
So, you know, it's going to be a fun event. Actually, I was looking for my dress today. I think I found it, but I just can't get it yet. I got to, like, go check a few more places.
Yeah.
But it did sing to me.
Yeah.
It for sure sung to me.
Oh, it spoke to your spirit.
Yeah, it spoke to,
like, this is me.
It spoke to
right.
a lot of things. So I think, I feel like that's the one, but I'm going to just wait. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. So I'm hoping that you guys will be there.
What date is that again?
It's October the 12th. I'm glad you said that because I should sure forgot to say that. But yeah, Saturday, October the 12th. Yes. Enough time for you to get out, and if you want to go somewhere else, you can. But I mean, if you're dressing real nice, I don't know where you might want to go.
I'm like, I need to make sure my son got.
And people dress. When I tell you people dress, I'm so shocked every year because, you know, some people just put on a regular dress like, oh, I'm going to this party. Right. But no, they dress like you would think people going to the prom, a ball.
I like that.
Like, the men have this.
Exactly.
Check me out.
See that.
My suit on.
So you coming?
Those children.
I'm coming.
All right.
I'm coming in my suit too. I'm
Okay.
bringing my daughter.
Bring your daughter. Did you get a ticket?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm like, I ain't got my ticket. Right. Let me not speak, but I would love to be there. We're going to see how my bank account's set up.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So go ahead and tell them where they can find you one more time, or where can they get those tickets.
Yeah, so again, my Instagram is Christy_CEO, and that's CHRISTI, not Y.
Right.
And then the nonprofit page is Children Striving Together, just like it sounds. And I also do nonprofit consulting. That is another company, the Power Legacy. We're not talking about that today, but just know that I do assist in that area. So yeah, and I will be back for sure.
So I'd like to thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it.
You are awesome. I'm so glad I got to learn more about you.
I know, right?
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break, man. We'll be back with S Dollar.
Wait. Are we ticket?
Yeah, we're getting ready to hit in. We'll be back.
We need to shout out my Australian cousin.
I know, I'm trying. Man, that was
She did awesome.
I got you, where's the phone or whatever, I got you. It closed on me. When I asked you for the password, you were so good. I didn't want to mess nothing else. You shut up back here. Friday.
Alright.
That was so
We had one of the sites.
great.
Gotta see, man.
That was awesome.
Very, very cool. You definitely told me things that I didn't know. You know, I didn't know too. So great questions, great leading.
That was great.
Like, good, like back and forth, not too much like talking. I'm sorry, I'm just talking again. But not too much like talking back and forth, like over each other. She's annoying. Like,
I'm working on that.
No, you did great. Yep, I'm ready.
Get your boat dumped. Don't come and dump it anywhere.
I found you hitting your laptop. How many more people you got today? Well, I'm so glad to have actually talked to you.
Look at us.
I'm happy.
Hey, look at us.
It's your girl JV. We're here on Rosecrans and Rose. Underneath the Rosecrans Bridge, cleaning it up, making sure Compton is beautified. We got the camp here in collaboration with Compton Initiative, and we're just doing good. Y'all make some noise for yourself.
Crazy.
Keep Compton clean.
I love.
Yeah, man, we've been getting up to date.
I'm excited, and you know what? My cousin had told me, he was like, I work on Saturday mornings. He's like, I might just send out a team on behalf of
Going on, big dog?
Send them out.
What we doing?
Send them out. Hey,
A
baby.
lot of people are saying, hi. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, how are you?
Hi, nice to meet you.
That's right.
Go out and support Chris Davis. Store that Santa Fe at Compton.
Come to Celebrity, because everybody's somebody in the city of Compton.
I got nothing for you. I'm still learning this game.
Just do it.
Hey, let me confront her. You know. Okay.
He the businessman.
How you doing?
Baby.
Yeah.
Hi. Good to see you again.
One day when I grow up,
You already smiling all the time.
Trying to get like you. I need to be an artist that can sing like this, because you know I'm a songwriter. I've been looking for him, but shoot, all my little cousins and stuff, they all be acting scary.
Oh, man, you got it.
Man,
They looking for you.
man, I don't know where they at. I'm like, come on, so I could give you that hit.
Right.
Shoot, because I need the auto-tune. Give me the Melodyne. It'll sound beautiful, but after the
What up, y'all? It's C Blue here. I'm about to do this challenge for y'all. Y'all check me out.
Cheers for my last sip.
Come on. Let me tell you a little something about my city. CPT, Dr. Dre, Easy Done.
I love that baby.
DJ Quick, but you fucking in my city tonight. King Luther got the in my city. I'm about to drop that blue magic in my city. That Compton up on my cracking in my city, baby. Hub City Radio, the first to play me, yo. We on the up and up, we do it by committee. On the way, I'm truly just a newbie in my city. You can't say you never knew me in my city. It's my duty just to do it for my city. I'm representing all the beauty in my city. Inspired by the black man of my city. Cause what I do is really rare for my city. That's for Lee. I'm a breath of fresh air for my city. I never make them all aware of my city.
And you know, he felt that way, and it was really like, the way he was like, I just wrote this song for him. Like, he wrote like an essay and was like, can you help me turn this into a song, Mom?
And you did that.
And he was the delivery, that was him. And then towards the end of the song,
The whole city is jumping.
he like, you don't have to touch it, Mom, I got it. I'm like, oh.
Hey, because they be having to put their little touch of cool on.
Yeah, and that's, look, it was fine with me. It was sounding a little blue-facey, but you know, but at least he was saying
like pressure
something
to
positive.
like just imagine this, like pressure can also like give me a picture of what I do.
Tell me when to do the shout out, because I want to make sure we
have any
not.
what you're doing.
Yes, that's important. Important. That has to do with tours and things.
I see you, Pops. I see you. Bars. Bars over here.
We're gonna do it like in the middle, so I'll probably ask her a few questions.
What inspired me to play was there was somebody my skin color that was strong and powerful.
I mean, Yeah.
Because you know, I see Serena every time, I'm like, wow, she can do this, then I can do this.
Mom, I love you.
Just got to the tennis courts, about to get it in. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you gotta have a why and why you do it. When my dad first went to go look for places to hit in Compton, there was nothing. This spring I'm launching Rally with Cali, and it's mostly just to bring kids together, bring the community together, show kids that tennis is a great sport. The way Serena uses her voice is so inspiring. It's almost like she's fighting for my future. So when I become big, I'm gonna change Compton.
Oh. That pretty songbird, honey. Because when I heard you at that Saturday Night Vibes, I was like, yes.
Yo, welcome back to the cool side. It's your boy Big A.
And your girl, you yummy ass goddess of Compton, baby.
I need one of them names. I'm gonna add some more shit to my name. Some assassin with the passion is pretty cool, but I need to put some more on there.
We gonna put some thought in. We gonna come up with it for sure.
Facts. There's some talent in the building.
Yes, it is. Cause I got that good.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know I just love that part. There's talent in the building.
Raw talent.
Compton is in the building.
Yes, Lord.
The talented. S $, what's up?
Hello.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. It's good to see you once again. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm doing pretty good.
Glad to see you here.
Thank you. Y'all look good.
You look good. Come on.
Don't come here doing that. You gonna have that. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm trying to get like you one time with them high up. Oh
yeah. We just seen you recently. Live on stage, Saturday Night Vibes.
Yes.
Appreciate you again for coming through and doing that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me for doing that.
We appreciate
that
you.
was something else.
You are a vibe, girl.
Thank you.
Definitely. Okay, so let's run it back. Let's talk about Dollar. Who is S $?
Man, she's a whole lot of things.
Oh shit, let's talk about it.
She's very inspiring. Hard worker. I feel like I'm working even harder right now.
Of course.
I'm hearing you in the streets.
We have to.
I'm hearing you in the streets, Dollar. This is
More
sounding
than
good.
stuff, man.
Sounding good.
I feel like it gets harder, but hey, it gets hard before it gets easier.
Yes, it does. Right. And also, you prayed for this. Probably. I'm sure you prayed for it. You wanted this, so here you are. And now it's handed to you, so you just gotta go. God won't give you more than you could bear.
So into the music, into the R&B thing that you do, what got you started? What made you want to do it?
I always wanted to. I was always interested in music. Can't say I always wanted to because I didn't know if I did or not. I just knew I was interested in it. And growing up, it helped me escape from life and what I was going through. So kind of grew a connection with it.
Any artists that you was running to?
Inspired by?
Yeah. It was a main one, of course, Rihanna.
Okay.
Salute to the band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are the vibes. So,
yeah.
When she gonna drop something? You know something we don't know?
Man, I wish I did. She'll probably pay me to shut up too, and I'll be quiet.
You know, because you waiting.
Man, no disrespect, but come on. Anybody else vocally that you're inspired by? Because that voice, though.
The voice is good, dog. We want to know. The people want to know. The voice is good. We got questions.
I mean, really, Rihanna, is that who you grew up like singing?
I listened. Well, she got me through hard times. Okay. But when it came to actually having a voice, no, it was nobody in particular. I just, just liked it.
Just God-given. Girl,
I guess God gave me that, huh?
He did. He gave it all of us. Everything we got.
I wish he gave it to me, because like I said.
Oh my God.
He got
you know I say it all the time.
He always be trying.
I wish I could sing. I'm telling you, if I could sing, it's a rap. Like, I can bust that shit out anywhere.
Thank God he can.
Everybody got their own gift.
I just say bless me with that dollar voice. I'll do that shit right now. If I
Bless
get
me
that
with the dollar voice.
I'll do it right now.
Make it 20 jobs one day.
I'll do it right now.
I wish they would bless me with that dollar voice because, first of all, I'm just looking at a list when I'm at Saturday Night Vibes announcing the people. So I'm like, $, woo! But I didn't know because I was late to the end of the summer block party. So I just got there at the end and kind of took pictures or whatever.
Right.
So I didn't know who she was. So then when I saw, I was like, then she came up, I'm like, oh, you're a female. She was like, yeah. I was like, oh, well,
yes,
her name is, like, let me reintroduce her. And then when she opened up her mouth, I'm like, this big voice coming out of this small woman. Oh my goodness. Like, I love it. I love your range. I love your vibe. Like, I see a lot of singers on stage and they'll get you that first song and then that second song's like, and then the third song is like, okay, well, she redeemed herself. But you really, like, all the way through, strong vocal performance, period. I can't wait to collaborate with you. It's going to be a rap Anita.
I try. It's like I said, it's hard, but you learn something every day.
Yeah.
I learn every day.
That's what it's all about, being a student of life. So tell us about your music career. What made you want to get into music, start pursuing music as a career? Because, I mean, you made for it, babe.
I appreciate it. I wanted to at first. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was modeling. I was doing a lot of stuff, and I had to figure it out because it was getting late, and I see my family was going through a lot, and I was just like, man, I really want to take care of my family. I really want to take care of my community. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up in Compton my whole life, so I've seen a lot. I ain't gonna say I seen it all, but I definitely seen it a lot.
We all have.
And I seen other people mess up, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, oh, you know, I want to be a part of my community where I could give back, or I could help my community or do something different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's kids after kids, generations after generations. So.
And they watching. They're watching us.
Exactly. And they're watching me, and they're, you know what I'm saying? So gotta make sure I do right by them. And I feel like I can connect with them with the music. So that's how I connected with Rihanna when I was going through some things.
So I don't often ask this on this show, but this is like a go-to question of mine. But what is one thing that you feel like the world needs more of?
R&B. Right now, we talking about right now. We need more R&B. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely need more R&B.
Yeah. Jacquees can't do it by himself. Jacquees definitely the king of R&B. You know what I'm saying?
It's like 4 of them doing it right now.
He just dropped another banger, and he done showed the world he the king.
Yeah, he is good.
I said this last year. Everybody trashed me when I said he was the king of R&B. He's still whooping y'all ass.
Shout out to Eric Bellinger, who just dropped a new fire project. And Leighton Green, I like your project too. Download about 4 songs, but Eric is the bomb. I love him.
Okay, now let's talk about putting out music. What was some of the toughest times as far as you putting out the music? What was the hardest part of putting out the music?
On time. Because it's not in my hands. And I don't like putting my stuff in anybody else's hands.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
You know what? I understand exactly what you mean. And it's important to sometimes go with the flow. I know that in the industry there are deadlines and things, but there is a such thing as divine timing. And what I learned over this 13-year span is that sometimes you just have to just let things happen the way that they happen. Because if it's a week after the deadline and you might go into the studio with a different producer, that might be the whole vibe. That might be end up being the single, but you thought this one, that one were the singles, but this one was really the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So don't allow that pressure to affect you. How long have you been doing this? Pursuing it as a career.
Okay, pursuing it as a career. This 2020 may be my 2nd year of pursuing it.
Wow.
It might be 3 years since I recorded my first song.
To just be started, isn't she?
November was the first single drop.
Wow.
November of what year?
2019.
Wow.
First single drop?
You dropped your first single in November of 2019? 18.
I didn't drop.
Okay. I'm like,
I dropped right November 2019.
That's dope.
You got me.
1 year?
Yeah, my birthday.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
That is extremely dope.
Let's talk about the music. What are some of your smash hits right now? I know you got so many because I heard so many.
Man, I got a lot, but like I said, putting it out is something else. I'm pushing Ride.
Ride?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's talk about Ride. You just put together a video just recently for Ride.
That was something else. It was fun, and it almost did not happen. Almost did not happen. I was able to get someone last minute. He is dope too. How did we do that? Was it the wrong? I think it was. We were gonna have a different location, but then we had to switch locations. It was last minute, but everything fell through, and it fell through good. I just kept praying. I'm like, I know I didn't just do all this for nothing. I know I didn't do all this for nothing. No, it happened. It may not happen the way I wanted it to happen, but
it never does. But you know what? When you go with the flow and just let it ride,
man, the way it's supposed to,
and then it just will happen. So, who directed or shot that video?
Well, look, what we'll do is because
I link with so many people,
right?
But I'll get his Instagram instead of just his name.
Okay. Well, right now, look, we have the video. So So what we can we have you introduce your video? We're gonna go ahead and play your video for everybody that's watching.
All right, now this is your girl S. Dolly, and you're watching my first visual ever. Right.
Okay.
Enjoy this.
Check it out.
You go, girl.
Thank you.
And it never happens with so much pressure.
I know. I'm like, I need to stop tripping so much.
The mood is set just right. Let's take a drive down my Harlem Drive. This love we share is so pure. Everything comes so natural. The feeling is so sensational. Let's run into the night.
Yeah, the art night. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Tomorrow's not
knocked every goal on candy.
so let's take it and acknowledge the fact that you are made for me. Are you gonna be my ride or die? Baby, can you ride with me all night?
Look at all dapper and stuff.
I gotta go to work, man. I gotta work.
I like it.
I wanna be with you.
I love it. Like a fucking movie.
I want it to be like a movie. I'm like, can't be nowhere.
Period. Yes, it looks great.
Life is not optional, so we gotta make up our minds. Fuck what people gotta say. It's you and I. Let's take our time, go get away, run off into the night. Let's escape. Let's run off into the night. Follow the stars and get so high. Tomorrow's not promised, so let's take it and acknowledge the fact that you are made for me. Are you gonna ride? Be my ride or die. Baby, can you ride with me all night? Let's have a memorable time. Just you and I, let's take this right. I wanna be with you.
Come on, cleavage. Come on, drone camera shot.
Yeah, put all that joint in.
I love it. I love it.
This video, actually, her dad was supposed to be in this video. We were going to shoot it another way, and we shot it this way, or alternate way, but we put them at the end.
Definitely, that was a great video. That was a movie.
Thank
that
you.
was a movie.
I'll try and create
That looked good.
That
That
was a whole entire movie.
How long was that process? As far as putting
Like-
the video together?
I think he put it together in like a week and a half, maybe.
Wow.
A week. It was fast.
Wow.
Like he put together the what was that? A little sneak peek in like 3 days, maybe 2-3 days. Yeah, like 2-3 days.
Whoever did that, dude.
You
That
worked
was-
fast.
that was amazing.
Well, it was great. I love it. The quality of the mixing, the quality of the camera work, the shots, angles. Whoever shot it definitely
That's
knew what they were
LD
doing.
right there.
Shout out,
LD.
Shout out.
A little different.
Shout
And
out
we
to
got
LD.
right, and then Chubbed out with the drone shots.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty fire. So what's next for Dollar? What do Dollar want? What do Dollar want from the game?
I'm trying to put more music out. I want people to hear me more. I feel like much more that people, can hear from me. So
Earlier today, we kind of had a topic. We was talking about social media. How big is social media in your career?
it's huge. I hate that it's huge. It's so big, but I mean, can't control the way the world works. But it's very huge.
It's a must need.
Yeah.
It's definitely a must need.
I feel like I'm only a 90s girl, but I feel like I was here before the internet, and I kind of feel like it was much better.
And old soul.
Right, that's what we was talking about. We was talking about putting that work in and people actually
And
going
they're
out
harder.
and handing out those CDs.
Yeah. They think it's easier now, but I
Yeah.
feel like it's harder now.
We honestly need to bring back that whole grind. Like,
Yeah.
we got lazy. Like, I'm gonna
Natural,
keep it real. We
pure
got lazy. I got lazy.
realness.
Everybody, we got lazy with the whole situation. So I feel we should go back to that, getting the CDs
You
off.
can speak for yourself.
For real.
Because I
Get them say
networking everybody I meet, baby.
Right. Well, just step it up a little bit harder. You know what I mean?
We definitely all should, I think.
So, Donald, any projects, anything like that that you got?
Just, I'm trying to with projects, but I'm more so trying to get more music out. I want them to hear more from me.
So where do you see yourself in about 5 years regarding your career? Like where, if your wildest dreams regarding your music career came true, you would be doing what? 5 years.
Honestly, I love the creative part of making music, so I definitely would see myself like full time in the studio, 24/7, nothing else. Just putting out just pure like talent, raw R&B, good for the soul. You know what I'm saying? Just making people smile, making them laugh, making them have a good time. Just want to make people happy.
Right.
I hope I can do that.
And are you writing all of this music on your own?
I write, but it takes
You have
a
a
village.
team?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nothing
that's
wrong
what I
with
was gonna
that.
ask you. I was
Nothing
gonna
wrong
ask
with
you.
that. Because I was about to say we need to get together.
Right.
Talk
We
about
still
the-
need to get together.
Talk about the importance of a team.
Yes.
From the ground, from the man that's picking up the outfits off the ground all the way to the top, to the I Manage Heat. Salute to I Manage Heat.
Shout out.
Shout out. I finally got one off today.
Man.
Got it. See? You saw that. You saw that. You got to keep on shouting people out.
I'm gonna run my shout outs.
It's important.
Yeah. Well, talk about it.
The team is very important because, like I said, it takes a village and you can't do it on your own. But a lot of people aren't built for certain situations to happen. And I kind of feel like a lot of people think they're built for stuff until life hits them. And when life hits them, they're like, nah, let me go this way. Let me go that way. It's kind of important to be ready for all the obstacles that come your way.
Stay ready.
Team is definitely hard to do. It's definitely hard to upkeep a team too.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Talk about pushing through the support thing, but not getting the support. Now you're getting the support. Talk about how did you make that jump to push through that? Because it's hard. Trust me. It's hard.
It is. It is hard.
And we saw those bodies in the crowd for you now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I mean it's hard.
You come through the Saturday Night Vibe. I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah, I mean it's support. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard. For one, I'm a female. For two, it's other people out here that's making bigger moves than I am. So of course people are gonna take that more serious than I am. But I just know I'm putting in a lot of work. Like they put in a lot of work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I invest all that I have. I know it'll come and it's hard, you know what I'm saying? I get emotional over it, but I try not to because, you know, your emotions can't really get to you.
Right.
And I kind of feel like the support will come, it'll get there. I just gotta keep praying and showing them that you know what I'm saying, I'm serious. I'm taking it serious. So take me serious.
Right.
Yeah.
She's a serious business woman, y'all.
Putting out a good product.
Period.
All day.
That's dope.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. No city girl shit, just hub city girl shit.
Well, hub R&B.
Please bring
all
it
of
back.
that. You gotta
keep that R&B in there.
Please bring it back because it's lost. I'm telling you, it's lost. That's a lost thing. R&B is lost, man.
I think it's coming back.
But it's not coming back fast as how much
Not fast
bullshit that
enough.
we putting in the game right
Yeah,
now.
but
Like, we feeding the bullshit, but we forgetting about the shit that we need.
Yeah.
Like we need that R&B shit.
Yeah,
Like,
we do.
We need it.
Yeah, we do.
That's what I'm saying.
Come
It's a
with some
vibe.
spirit,
It's a
soften some
mood.
hearts.
Yeah. Make you
Shout out to
cry.
Lady
Yep.
Green though. That was some dope.
Shout out to Lady
Album she just
Green.
dropped,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, she put some few little bangers on there. I was like, okay, look at her.
Yeah.
But you know what? The vibe though, the realness and the transparency of her kind of reminds me of you, you know? Both are pretty girls, you know what I'm saying? Went through some struggles and, you know, you go ahead and you express yourself in your music and that is how people ultimately can relate, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you just keep on pushing through, girl. You said it's only been about a year. You're doing great.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Especially shooting videos like that.
Hell
Goddamn, I'm still
yeah.
thinking about
Come
the
on,
videos.
look like
Damn,
a
that shit
movie.
was good.
I told you, this ain't cheap, man.
Oh, I bet.
I bet.
I bet pushing. Oh shit, I know that ain't cheap for sure.
One step at a time.
I'm definitely up.
Just taking one step at a time.
Yeah, that's for sure. So Dollar, any shows? Any upcoming shows that you got going?
Yeah, I got one Thursday in Long Beach.
Okay.
That one's like a R&B vibe, soul vibe.
Can I come in there and bust some shit, or is that?
You
gotta
can,
be, you gotta be established.
bust some R&B shit, but you know.
My house is my cup. Okay,
No, as long as it's R&B, you good.
Yeah.
Girl.
Oh, dope. And where is
He'll
it?
be up in there.
Oh,
really like-
Long Beach, Harville's.
Okay.
It's a little bar on Broadway.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited. I like soul sessions, R&B soul sessions.
Y'all make sure y'all come out and see her on
Support
Thursday.
the music.
She can sing,
Support
not
it.
sing.
Please
She
support.
can
Sing.
8 p.m. only $10.
Facts.
Okay.
And go ahead and shout out some of your social medias.
Oh, you can find me on Instagram, $DollaSign.
Okay.
Twitter is _Savannah Love. Savannah Love for Facebook. I just do Facebook for music pages. But yeah, Instagram is my main source.
Shout that YouTube. Shout that YouTube out. 'Cause they
Oh
need to see
man,
that.
S
That's a
dollar
fact.
sign, same thing. SDOLLA sign. Run them subscribers up, run them views up, run them likes up.
Yes,
Stay tuned for more.
Definitely, and I'd like to thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for
blessings.
having me.
Appreciate it. Thank you again. Wish you nothing but the
Compton.
best. Compton is in the house.
Baby.
All right, man. We'll take another break. We'll be back. It's the cool side. Thank you.
Much different than the other one. Thank you. Let me put my
Thank you.
Loved it.
Oh, that's- Heard that. Heard that.
Appreciate
what you
you.
gotta
Flick.
do.
That's what's
Thank
up.
Get it done.
Where do y'all flick up at?
Right here.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
It's good seeing you
I
again.
got to
Bills.
see you and talk to you.
We
I
can
love
do
your-
as a community
I love your
to
vibe.
move
Thank
forward.
you. I
Just unite. That's all it's about, man. Everybody has a
radio.
gonna say we need to do this and we need to do that, but the main thing we need to do is stand side to side as a people. Not any particular race, but as a people, just stand side by side and start fighting a different war, man. And it's a war of love. It's a war of positivity. And you ain't got to be no sucker, no bustler, no pussy, or no snitch, or none of those to be positive, to want to stay alive, to fight for your life, and to
want to allow other people to live side by side with you, man. So start there.
Yes,
Did you expect what you did 2 weeks ago or a week ago with the rally? Did you expect it to turn into something like this?
Nope. Just woke up with a mission, man, and it was my mission, for the children out here in Los Angeles, and it turned into all this, man, which is amazing. So all praises be due to Allah, and we just gonna keep pushing, man.
Look, hold on, let me connect as well.
We provide professional, affordable, dependable services from
All right.
to flooring, 7 days a
See you
week,
later, honey.
same day
Take it
or
home
by
safe.
appointment. So call, text, or message 562-279-6488 for service.
Cookies, Jay Uno's and things.
Cook his ass.
Like, don't do me like that, bro. Don't do me like that.
Love is a weapon, love is a cure, it's an addiction that most can't ignore. We crave it, we need it, we feel it, we mean it. When I leave them, no feelings.
You don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't even see the camera until now. I'm not even gonna worry about it. I gotta see it.
Coco's Lip Smacking Cupcakes offers custom cakes and cupcakes for every occasion. We proudly bake everything from scratch. With every moist and mouth-watering bite, you will be smacking your lips by the time you are finished. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Lip Smacking Cupcakes.
I'm a regular, so in and out, yes. Man.
Worldwide study proves the U.S. schools are drastically far behind other countries.
My kids, day in and day out, they have such a hard time with multiplication. I need a program that works.
Multiplication is probably the most difficult subject for my kids.
The United States is not doing well in the classroom. We have no one to blame but ourselves.
This generation needs something a little more innovative. We're either going to have to compete and work harder and do the things we need to do, or we're going to be left out in the world.
Let's multiply, let's multiply, multiply, multiply. Learn our 1, 2s, and 3s. Multiply, multiply, multiply. Learn our 1, 2s, and 3s. I'm on the block, hey, let's have some fun. Let's multiply, let's get it. 1 times 1 is 1. Rolling with the wheels. Let's study every day. Stick with it, handle your business. Let's multiply, let's multiply, multiply.
Hub City Dre, man, the Hub Radio, we are on our way to Centennial High School, man, to teach, got 400 men coming together to teach all the boys in the high school how to tie a tie properly. Just constantly giving back to the city, man, just trying to get the kids, boys ready for real world.
The Hub Radio.
I put out the call. Thank you guys for answering the call. All right. What we have here simply is we're going to teach young men how to tie ties. Okay. We're going to jump in. 30% of the young men may be from foster care. Okay. So if we have 400, we're going to have about 120 of them from foster care that have never had a man in their life. Okay. Some young men may not have even had a father in their life. So this may be the very first time they have interaction with a man.
Hub City Dre, man, from the Hub Radio. We are out here at Centennial High School, man. We are about to teach these young men how to tie ties. We got a whole bunch of men coming out here to support. The sheriff department is there, holding it down, man. Students, staff, everybody here. We're gonna have a good time, man. They're holding it down for the men in the city.
why we knew a lot of young men who never knew how to tie ties, and then we're in the hip hop generation now, so everybody kind of wear tennis shoes and t-shirts, and so I was like, it's a good way for us to interact. Like, we can teach how to tie a tie, so when you have your wedding or you're going to somewhere nice, you'll know how to knot up.
Hub Radio.
I'm sweaty.
Yo. Welcome back to the cool side. It's your boy Big A.
Hello, world. It's your girl, Gigi Gummy as Dot. Goddess of Compton, baby.
Right. We back. We got another special guest in the building.
What's up?
Mr. Calvin Miller.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Hey now, say now.
Owner, entrepreneur.
Yes.
That nigga do so many things.
Oh,
He a hustler.
You got to.
Go back like 4 flat.
Rival Allies is the brand.
Oh, yeah, that's the hottest brand right now. But I own it.
If you want to get fly, get that Rival Allies. Did I put together a bar?
You put together a bar.
You might have to pay me.
Bar on it.
You might have to pay me, man.
I'm gonna talk to your lawyer about that.
Calvin, what's up, man? How you doing?
Nothing much, man.
Thanks for coming through and blessing us.
Man, it's an honor for me to come through.
Oh man, don't do it like
Come
that.
on,
Don't show it that much.
Come on, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Come on, bro.
I
I'm new
appreciate
brand.
Oh,
My
thank
first
you.
interview with the bros.
Humble.
That's dope. So let's talk about it, Calvin. So let's do a background check, man. Let's start from the beginning. Who's Calvin?
Oh, Calvin, I'm a promoter. That's where it came from. That's where all this come from. That's where y'all know me from. Promoting, grinding in the street.
Yeah.
Like y'all was talking with the last guest about getting back in the street with the hustle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, flyers before the Instagram.
Right.
So I came out with this brand. You know, trying to get this new little street urban wear out there, more so for the urban.
Yeah.
That's where this brand is directed towards.
Okay.
So, you know, just trying to get it, trying to get it on everybody's back.
Awesome.
Kids, adults,
Yeah.
man, black, white, Chinese, it don't matter.
Period.
I'm gonna know my back. I'm gonna just put that in the air right now. I'm gonna know my back.
You already know I got you, bro.
I need that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the plug in. Hook me up, man. That shit was fly. So let's talk about it. What was you born and raised?
I was born in L.A.
You
already know.
L.A. finally
I
in the
stayed in
building.
L.A. for.
We was Compton up for a second.
Right.
LA is in the
Oh
building.
no.
We here.
Yeah. I was, I'm gonna give a little Compton shout out. I was born in Compton, but I lived in L.A. That's where I'm from.
Oh, really?
I was born in AMOK.
Oh.
You know, so I got a little Compton in me.
Okay. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And when they gotta get his birth certificate, that's where I gotta go.
Right. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about starting the line.
Oh,
When
man, the
did you
line.
do it?
All right, well, I started the line with my boy a couple years ago. I'm not gonna say the name of the brand, but I started it a couple years ago, and I kind of jumped onto his clothing brand as just a little outsider that kind of helped promote because he wasn't in the promotion game.
Right.
So I kind of helped him out, got into it. Then he kind of gave me a little percent, like more of half and half with the company.
Yeah.
Started rolling with it. The ideas we were throwing at each other was hidden, but he kind of put it on standstill, kind of held out. I was holding out for about 2 years.
Couldn't wait no more.
Yeah, when I first got in, it was more so just because I can get a brand, put it on my back, cool, be part of a little brand.
Awesome.
I really wasn't into clothing fully like that, like to bring it out.
Yeah.
I love to dress it, but not to
That's
bring
what I was
it
gonna
out.
ask. I'm like, was you one of them dudes in high school that had decreased stuff?
He was always like, he was never like,
No, I had to stay, at least decent with it.
Right.
But then more so after that, I fell in love with it. And then I was like, I'm gonna start my own brand.
Yeah.
So then I came out with a name, which was Culture. But when I came out with that name, I didn't kind of want to get stuck in a box because culture could be like, Asian, different certain stuff. I was gonna put flags of different countries on the thing, but I didn't want to get stuck in that box when I decided to come out like with a cartoon image or something. So I'm like, come on, culture doesn't kind of flow with that.
Yeah.
That was a little Rush logo because I was, so hyped to get a clothing brand. So then I kept thinking, just sitting back, chilling, not rushing the whole process. Wow. Then I came up with Rival Allies, which some people is an oxymoron.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, question you probably gonna ask me, but I'll just jump into it, is where did Rival Allies come from?
Sure will.
Rival Allies actually stands for someone that's on your team that's really against you. So, rivals, you're against me, allies, you're on my team. Right. So it's more so like someone that's on your team in front of you, they want to, want you to do good, but behind the back, they talking down on you, telling you
dry
hating. Dry hating, exactly. I had a couple of those when I first told them I was going to do a clothing line.
Yeah.
And a couple of them are wearing my shirts now, but you know,
Right.
that's how it started. So it's more so it's deep when you think about it, and then also it's a little reverse role where I say rival ally is someone that's against you, that's on your team.
Right.
It's also someone that's not on your team, but that's really supporting you. You know, in your face, they kind of like, I'm cool, but behind closed doors, they're like, damn, that's where they're hard.
You know what? I'm glad that you broke that down to me because I don't know why, but I just always thought it meant like somebody that's supposed to be your rival, somebody that's supposed to be your rival, but they're actually your ally. Like, you know how now some Crips and Perus and Bloods they're uniting. So that's what I thought that rival allies stood for as well, like kind of unity, bringing people together.
I mean, well, it could be a little
universal.
Yeah,
I love that it can have all those different meanings.
It's more so like, you know, those images you used to see a long time ago where someone's shaking someone's hand and then behind their back they got
the knife.
Yeah. So it's kind of similar into that point of view. Like, it's like, you know, you on my team, I'm thinking that we got a full team, we going full force. But then behind closed doors, you kind of like telling certain people don't buy my brand or don't not believing in me.
Speaking.
You know, I might ask you to buy a shirt and you tell me like, oh no, I'm gonna get it, you know, next week, but then in reality, you like
never do.
Right. You know what
Never
I'm saying?
repost.
So that's where I came with the brand, and when I started telling a lot of people, everybody like, damn, that's deep. That's,
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's an oxymoron, but it's dope. You know, so I stuck with it. Then when the logos kind of came around, like this one right here, it's kind of like the little mixture of the Mario Brother font, and that's where, you know, Rival Allies came from. And then, you know, kind of fits in. It doesn't keep you in a box like the Culture brand I was telling you. Because Rival Allies, you don't have to necessarily put something, like I said, with the snake behind your back or anything. It's just more so the logo, but it has a meaning behind you. And it was something that I took time to come up with. Because the first one I kind of rushed because I was just so hyped to try to get into another brand.
Yeah.
But this one I kind of took my time and just waited, let it sit for a minute before I start putting it out. Now I'm stuck with it.
And I love that you use the Mario font too because they secretly are rival allies. They're brothers.
Yeah.
But if you have two players on Mario Brothers, you will see that they're competing against one another.
Yeah. And see,
so
that's the first thing about it. I actually know that.
I love that.
I tell certain people that, and like, you know, people that know the truth about it, they were really you know, competing against each other.
Yeah.
And but you think growing up, they're brothers. They're really, you know, you just get to pick which brother you want to play with. Yeah, when you figure out what's going on, and that's the whole meaning of it. So, you know, Mario Brother Fun is what I came, like right now I got a new drop that I just put on Instagram. It's a splash. And the splash is something similar to like a Mario font, but not in, you know, I mix my own little colors up. I'm starting to do a lot of custom. You know, more so like I'm keeping my name. I'm not doing custom so much where I'm letting you put your name on my brand because I'm kind of like trying to set a like a normal
foundation.
Foundation really. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, you know, when you look at Nike, they got that swoosh, and then Air Forces is like that what they're known for. Adidas is known for the 3 stripes and the Adidas, the shell toes. So I kind of want something standard to where if you see this sweater, then you know this sweater to be for you, your son, your daughter. Instead of it say somebody's name, then you like, oh, that might not look good on me. Because you know sometimes you'll see somebody with some shoes and you go, oh, those look dope on you. I know I can't rock them. I don't want that image going across when you see if someone was creative to put their own artwork, because you know you don't want to copy them, so you kind of feel like you ain't gonna have the ideas to make that sweater look dope.
Right. Wow, I love it. I love all those different meetings, everything like that. And I love that you went ahead, stepped out on your man. I'm like, come on, ideas.
I mean, and I'm not even gonna lie though. It's like since I got in this clothing line stuff, some people be like, hey, how you get that image? And I'm like, man, I get off of work, I still work, and I get off and I get into bed and just ideas just be flowing. It's kind of like you see those movies where the numbers flying around. That's how it is with my ideas. I be coming with some stuff, and especially when somebody send me a crazy shoe, it just make me dig deep in the box to come up with something, you know. So it's always, my mind's thinking now, you know, thinking about ideas and different, you know, brands and logos I want to put out.
I mean, even the color of your sweater is a bit unique. I'm like, okay, I have a pair of shoes that'll go perfect. Oh my goodness.
He came in here with some swag tonight.
Man, I'm like, I have some shoes that would match that perfectly.
We'll talk about it after this.
Man, I love it. So sets you apart.
Yeah, I have to. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get this brand out a little more. Right. I mean, it's going, you know. It's a definitely a progression in it. Like I've been running this name now for about about a year.
Okay.
Actually, a year was this past month.
Okay.
September. So.
Happy birthday, right
Oh,
now.
you already know. For real. Appreciate that. So it's like I was just grinding. You know, I know a lot more about than when I first got in. Like I look back at some of my old work now. I'm like, oh, that was cool back then, but it ain't dope to me now.
Right.
You know, now I look like the stuff I'm making, putting out now. It's more ideas. I know more about the fabric. I know, you know, the print, what logos, where the logo's supposed to go without. Because I'm really hands-on on my brand. When I'm telling you I'm hands-on, people don't know I'm really
and see,
hands-on.
that's why I was going to ask you the question as far as your brand. Are you building to sell, or you want to keep it all?
I can tell you're passionate.
Oh, yeah, I'm very passionate.
Yeah.
Keeping it, it's me. It's staying with me. You know, it's building.
You know how some people be like, you know, I just want to build it up and then I just smash it out. It's people that's like,
oh, yeah,
you know,
no, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nothing wrong with, you know, building, but it's kind of like, you know, you seen the negatives and the positives on things like that. Down the future, you'll sell your brand for like, you know, just throwing a little number, you'll say 20,000.
Yeah.
Then, you know, 2 years later, your brand is worth something
millions. You like, damn.
Or somebody buy your brand and they just throw it in the trash just to get you off the market.
You gotta make sure you keep that 51%.
That's a fact.
51%.
Yeah,
you'll
because
always,
you always have that upper hand.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to sell my brand to someone just to throw in the trash because they might have a clothing line behind closed doors and they see me as a threat. So they buy me out and keep doing their thing. And then it's like, well, it's like, what's the whole purpose of that? And yeah,
that's pretty smart. How social media played a big part in your
social media plays a big part. Like I gotta like if I can get love, it's definitely on social media because like I made my first sale. To be honest with you, my first sales came from out of California. My first sale was in the UK. I got a first sale in the UK.
Okay. Shout out to the UK.
Blonde chick, blue eyes, bought a sweater.
Wow.
Sent it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Somewhere in out there.
That's
yeah.
Dope.
And I was getting orders in Minnesota. These are people that, and that's what I'm saying about the social media, because these are people that I don't know. My family don't know. Wow. It was more so that, like, I got on Instagram and I was kind of like looking up. Like I'll look up somebody who's going to like Virginia State or something. Yeah. And I'll go follow a couple of their friends. Then when I started sending my invites out, they're like, oh, that's dope. I'm gonna buy it. And that's how the UK came across, because I did a hashtag with the UK, and a lady responded. She was like, oh, when I get paid, I got you. She did it. Not only that, it was like it was love. Like I gotta send her a sweater. I keep forgetting. I gotta send her a sweater for love, because first of all, she was my first sale. Second of all, it took me a lot to get it across the UK with the post office. Yeah. And she, I swear, never not one time called me and complained about the idea. The first thing she ever texted me after was, I love your sweater, it's comfortable, and that was it. She's never complained. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it took her about 3 to 4 weeks to get that sweater.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I got customers sometimes that I tell them Thursday, it'll be Monday, and they hear me on Tuesday mad, and I'm like,
it's just weird to me how people that we don't know support us more than the people that we.
It's sad.
It's sad.
But you know what? That's because the people that we know are rival allies.
True.
I need a sweater tonight.
Yeah.
I need a sweater tonight.
That's why I make sure I support people that I mess with. Like whether I come out to a show and watch, it's like it's just all love, because, like she said, it's sad why people because it's crazy. The people that I know, I hit them up multiple times. Like, I get paid. It was like 15 paychecks went by.
Yeah.
And when I talk to somebody in Minnesota, the dude don't know where I live, what school I went to, what kind of car I drive, nothing.
Never seen you
but he quickly went to MoneyGram and sent me $150.
Right.
Off of hoping that I'm gonna sell it, because I could easily just like, I blocked you ain't gonna never find me.
Yeah.
Kept sending. Even like sad news. He's not dead or nothing, but he went to jail, whatever. He a rapper out of Minnesota. He even had his girl reach out to me and was like, I'm gonna get back to you on some gear when I get out. And I'm like, tell him to worry about about that right now. I'm gonna load him up with something when he get out, for supporting that brand. Especially trust me, because it's people that's local that be acting like it's like I'm gonna run with $30.
Your whole life.
Your
whole entire life. They
knowing me exactly.
Money then. They went one place, they bought one thing.
It's like that, you don't want to have no hatred towards nobody, but it's just funny when you see somebody walk in with like another brand that's been out there for years that costs like $200-300.
Yeah.
Then you throw them a price and they kind of hit me like, wow, $60, $80. But I'm like, come on, man, you just spent $200 on a sweater from another brand. You know what I'm saying? It's like the only difference from my brand and that brand is that brand has a history.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
No, I got you. Talk about the importance of establishing your own independent brand.
Man, you can use all your ideas. You know, you don't have to worry about nobody telling you what color you can use, what design you can come out with, when it can drop. You know, I can create something tonight and it be out tomorrow morning. It's not easy when you don't, you know, run your own show. When you don't run your own show, you gotta follow all guidelines. So no, you just, you know, it's winter time now, so you can't drop no shorts because that's summer line. But when you're doing your own thing,
you can put that shit out whenever.
Call shots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can
get that short set in the winter.
Yeah, you can drop 10 things out. You can, you know, you can make 10 shirts, take them to an elementary the next day, give them out without no upper management telling you for approval. And it kind of, to be honest with you, is motivation. Right. When you can do it yourself, that's like you said earlier, I'm all different kind of avenues. It's because it's like, when I see an opportunity here, I'm running for it, I'm gonna stay with it, and somehow all my little ventures are connected. And it all comes back from the promotion game.
Of course.
Because I mean, the promotion game taught you the best. It's like it taught you about wins
we got,
and losses.
We got history. We got history.
We done walked in some events, man, where we made 600 to 1,000 plus, and then there's been times where we walked out on $5.
Nothing. On a nigga 100.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You know, and that's 2 weeks of hard street, walking through Hollywood, passing out flyers.
Right,
It was,
right.
I mean, when we did promotion hard, we had, we barely honestly got a feel of Facebook. We was more so AIM. And then I remember when AIM will go down and be down for 2 weeks, and we just stuck.
Fucked up. No wave messages, no nothing.
You buying flyers, you know, it was just street. You was meeting people you didn't know. See, on social media, it's kind of like a family or connection with people. Right. You know, you're gonna eventually get to know.
Different parties, and standing in front of that motherfucker.
Depending on how much you promote your social media, it's like if you got 3,000 followers, some same 3,000 followers gonna get your event every 2 weeks. Instead, if you going into Hollywood or downtown and you finding people you never gonna, run into on social media, kind of build your whole little program up.
That's true. And you also talked about other things that you're into. Not only do you got fly sweaters, you make a cold taco, man.
You make good tacos?
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna put you on the spot. You make a cold taco, man.
I'ma need.
I appreciate that.
You to throw one of them Taco Tuesday. Look.
Yeah, I gotta.
Let's talk about the tacos, man. Let's talk about it, man.
You got a taco catering business.
Yeah, my thing is crazy tacos.
Okay.
You know, I do events, birthdays, anniversaries. That's another, like when I'm saying I'm sitting down and worrying about some of my businesses, I'm doing that, putting it together. Even with my clothing line, where I said it helps out with my taco businesses, because at first I was just wearing an apron, but after getting ideas of clothing, I designed my taco shirts now.
Awesome.
So,
all tied in.
It's all tied in. And it's kind of like pretty soon I'm putting together I was gonna talk with you about it too, but like maybe November or maybe November, or even December area, we're gonna try to put a basketball game together. But it's gonna be sponsored by multiple sponsors, to where they're gonna rock it on their jersey. So even if we have to like build a team, so for example, if it's like, the cool side of the pillow versus Rival Allies or versus Juice Clothing. Shout out to Juice Clothing. That's my bro right there. All love. I wish my bro would have been able to make it today, but shout out. That's another dope clothing line out there. Make sure y'all check them out.
Yes,
but we're gonna try to put it like a little basketball game together. One of your I forgot her name, but she performed a lot of that at your show. She be filming herself, filming with the little.
I know you're talking about.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a little sponsor with one of her programs coming up. I think this month, where I'm gonna give like 30 shirts to the kids.
I think I know what you're talking about. I'm performing at that event.
Yeah.
Well, that's dope.
So I'm gonna be.
It's like next month.
Yep. I'm gonna make 30 kid shirts, random sizes, and I'm gonna give them out. That's something, even with my taco business, I was trying to do it this year, but it was kind of like my schedule. I was going to do a free taco party for a football team. Still, football's still going on. I'm willing to still do it. So guys out there know any Power Winner teams that want to have a little fundraiser and need a taco, man, I'm willing to do it.
If you're interested in other teams as well, I might have some drill teams
out
there.
No, drill teams
stuff like that.
Drill teams is not excluded out of this. I know they be part of the football team, so that's why I say football, but I'm always trying to give back because, like I said, I know the struggle and everything, and how to put certain things, especially if I can give it away where it's not really gonna cost me a dime.
Niggas love tacos. I mean,
I'm
we
ready.
love tacos.
Look, you let me know when you ready, because I think we need to do like a special taste test thing or something like that. And just make me want every flavor.
I'm down.
Oh, y'all, he got one in the sweat.
Oh, man.
I was saying, hand it over. You gotta wrap it up like Taco Bell.
One of these Sundays, I'm gonna go somewhere and I'm gonna just kind of like practice my little craft, because I always used to do that. I used to put my cart out on Sunday and just like cook, but I'm trying to before I put it out, I'm trying to work on some little magic where I can live up to my name of Crazy Tacos.
Right.
So that's why I'm gonna try to.
You gotta be slicing and dicing like
Experimenting
with the flavors.
You know, like the little loaded fries is, and it's kind of mixed. I'm gonna try to make the tacos
different
flavors. You might get some purple sour cream or something. You know, just something to kind of flip flop it around.
I thought you was gonna be on the grill slicing shit.
I already do that. Come with different flavors.
If you check out my Instagram, Crazy Tacos, I'm already. I'm gonna go check that out.
We gonna have to check it out. And my son loves tacos, so we're definitely gonna have to come and check you out.
And I'm underrated.
Okay.
I'm very underrated. You know, top dogs out there, that's my bros, but I'm very underrated.
Shout out to all.
But I get booked though. I do get booked. I'm booked the whole October every weekend.
Talk about it.
Okay.
So you know.
Come on.
I'm booked this Saturday on the 5th.
Come on.
I'm booked on the 20th
Come on.
and the 26th.
Come on, abundance.
So you know,
Abundance, baby.
I grind.
Right.
But you know, right while life's it's the whole like front end for the front, you know, where that's supposed to be, you know.
I love it.
Oh, that's dope.
That's what I'm talking about. Rival Allies, Crazy Tacos. We gonna have to get us some Crazy Tacos. Buy you some Rival Ally hoodies and
tacos,
apparel.
Man.
Oh yeah, this winter year is coming out. I'm doing a photo shoot sometime like next month. But all my winter jogger suits is coming out. That's really my favorite part of my clothing line is my jogger suits. I got some heat. I'm telling you, I just put one out yesterday.
Make sure you put me together.
Yeah, I'm about to say, let me know if you need some people for that.
Wait, make sure you put me together all gray sweatsuit.
But see, this is what I'm gonna do for y'all too. This is what I'm gonna do for y'all. I'm gonna give y'all an exclusive one that I'm not gonna sell.
It's gray sweatsuit.
I'm gonna give you. Oh, I got one. I got a charcoal gray. I got a charcoal
You
gray.
do not have to wear the gray sweatpants.
Yeah, I got a charcoal gray for
Oh
you.
my
Hey,
God.
and it's gonna be exclusive. No, I'm not even gonna sell it to
See,
you.
I know what you.
That's
why he wants the gray sweatsuit. He get on my nerves.
I seen the post. The females have started to put the Batman signal out there. They said,
Oh my God.
They said it. I didn't say it. That's what I saw.
Lord, just
I just have to put
lay your hand on it.
Which I gotta follow me on my Instagram is Rival Allies. Just like I sound. Let me spell RIVALALLIES.
And also,
Instagram.
thank you, man. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good, bro?
I want to thank you for being a part of Saturday Night Vibe, man.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you being one of our biggest sponsors.
Bro,
man.
you the
Thank
bro.
you. Thank
Bro,
you.
I already told you I'm gonna come for. I mean, you know, I've been staying there all events. Except last time I had to go handle an event, but I'm always gonna show love, bro. It's just, you know what I'm saying, it's like, you know, like I said, I can't be living by Rival Allies if I'm doing the opposite.
Right. So I tell everybody, man, we all doing something different, but like you said, some way, somehow, it's all tying in together.
Yeah.
It's true.
Dude, like, if everybody
Exactly.
really think about it,
We went down different lanes, but we still.
We are. We low-key are making one big machine without doing that.
Yeah, like,
Period.
on the radio, I did clothing,
It's
and
mixed.
somehow it just, you
It's
know,
mixed.
it's a 360.
man, and that's why, like I said, I love
love
seeing
it.
it. I love seeing you
I
doing your
love
thing.
it.
I love to see you
Seeing
making
everybody
the
do
time.
That's why I had to come here, bro, because I'm
Got my
always
cheeks
looking
hurting
at
because
your
I'm
videos.
smiling so much. I just love
I used to ask you
listening
all
to
the
him
time,
talk
let me
about
get
you
on
doing
here, bro. I've been
good.
waiting to get. So when I got that phone call yesterday, like Mills come through, I'm like, I gotta go to work for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
You know, so I gotta be up tomorrow at 7. So, you know, I didn't care. I was
Little
like, when I'm there.
motivation, though.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's motivation, like real talk.
I love
I appreciate
it.
both of y'all for letting
Got
me
my
come
cheeks
through.
hurting because I just love, like I just said to him, I love
Oh, yeah,
to
me
see you
too.
doing good, elevating. Like, we all came a long way.
Hey, but see, that's good.
I love it.
We all are on our grind, though. That's
Yes,
real talk. Like,
and I'm glad to see that it's us. Everybody didn't make it.
Everybody did that's for sure. But we still
here.
We still
Yeah.
We got to. I'm telling you, it's love. That's why I say I support anything. You know what I'm saying? You tell me a date and a time, I'm gonna come. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
as long as it's nothing.
pull up
that's
to my
not-
house in 30 minutes, bring the taco truck.
Man, the
You
taco,
said it.
the taco
You said
wrapped
it.
up.
Anytime,
You said it, man.
anytime.
The taco start getting, rebuild right now.
You said it. I thought I'd call you out on it.
But
we gonna have to throw something. We gonna have to throw something where you definitely come pull up with the tacos.
Hey, real talk
and the
though,
whole joint.
we need to put a Saturday night vibe, but like a Saturday like daytime vibe.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like,
it's coming in the works, man. So go
that's
ahead.
something I can bring out that grill. So
definitely shoot them social medias, man. One more time.
So it's Rival Allies, RIVALLIES, and then Crazy Tacos is _ Crazy Tacos, KRAZY Tacos, and then
shoot your
my personal Instagram is damn, I ain't used it in so long.
I need you to say it though.
Mills Money.
Mills Grind.
Mills Grind. Oh, my bad.
You know it.
That's all I love. Mills Grind. Mills Grind. That last part means something for a reason. Mills Grinds, Crazy Tacos, Rival Allies, and I can't tell the other entrepreneurs coming pretty soon, but it's there.
Talk to the ladies. What you got for the ladies?
Oh man, I ain't got them, bro.
No.
Well, look,
I'm married
special
10 years.
Special shout out to Rival Allies, Crazy Tacos, and also I want to give a personal shout out to my Australian cousin Belinda. She is watching us all the way from Australia. Your first radio interview, your first sale was way in the UK. So hopefully you can get you one in Australia now.
Oh, yeah, so I gotta get them out there.
And
I want a couple in Compton, like 30 tonight.
Come on, Compton. Speak it into existence. Manifestation.
Exactly.
No doubt, man.
I appreciate the Hub Radio though for bringing me through.
Oh yeah.
Cool Side of the Pillow Radio Show.
No doubt. Yes, sir. Thank you, Mills, man. I appreciate you for coming tonight and rocking with us, man, and blessing us with your story.
Cool Side of the Pillow.
Thank you, man.
Cool Side of the Pillow, bro.
Thank you.
Good
man.
blessing.
Thank you. It's a good blessing, man. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the night. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Once again, you'll catch us next week, 8 p.m., 8 to 10. It's going down. It's your boy, the Slim Assassin with the Passion, Big A.
It's your girl, Gigi Yummy S. Goddess of Compton, baby.
I gotta come up with something. The Slim Assassin with the Passion, Big A. And I gotta come up. I'm gonna come up with some shit, man. So y'all catch us next week, man. It's Tuesday. It's going down. It's your boy, man. Holla.
Tap in.
Man.
Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all, and I love you all, and we're only going up from here.
Only going up. Come mess with us. Please. We gotta get a pig.
Right
Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Jasmine.